Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with day 9 of our YouTube or live video influencer challenge. Today, I want to talk about, and I'm going to introduce the subject of our 4 core pieces of content. No matter where you are in your business, because I've been in business for quite a while, it's appropriate to step back and decide and say, okay, what's my core offering? What are my core, I guess I'm confusing this, but let's say, okay, I've learned about this from Chad Thibodeau and a bunch of other people in terms of creating a blog post that is just like your signature blog post, writing a signature book, writing a signature program. What is uniquely yours? The same is true when we're doing video, live video. We want to create a series of videos that become our core. They're about our core topics. They speak directly to our customer. They follow a certain format based on research. And I also learned about doing this on YouTube from Marian Asano. Marian Asano is a 2 Comma Club in ClickFunnels winner, which may or may not mean anything to you, but it's based on sound marketing. He learned it from other incredibly successful YouTube and online video marketers. And basically, he actually taught us 3, but I've added a 4th. I think there's 4 topics, 4 key videos that you want to make and have on your channel or have on your Facebook page or have on your Instagram TV or have on whatever platform you're choosing to do live video on LinkedIn, whatever platform you're using, you want to have these 4 key pieces. And I'm going to tell you right now, this first one and all of these, once you discover the format of them and you understand how easy they are to create and how powerful they are for the people you're trying to speak to, I guarantee they're going to be your go-to things. So how do you go about creating these 4 pieces of content and these 4 key videos? Number 1, you do your research. I am not necessarily one to go about and do the research, but I'm getting smarter about it. I go in and I just see what other people are doing, not to copy them, but to model and find out what's working, especially on whatever platform you want to shine on or you want to be an influencer on. So for example, we're talking about YouTube here. YouTube is a giant search engine. Use the power of that to tell you what people want to see, what people are watching, because you want to create more of what they're already watching in a very similar format to what they're attracted to and watching as well. Thus the discussion about thumbnails yesterday. We're going to go a lot more deeply into thumbnails and I'll share templates and things if you want, but I wanted to just get a basic thing. I am totally guilty of just using the automatic thumbnails that come with my Facebook Live videos, and whatever thumbnail now that YouTube recommends, I pretty much go with those. However, I'm going to maybe over the weekend start creating some thumbnails that make sense for what I'm going to create the week ahead. Or I'm going to get a VA to help me create thumbnails. I'll give her a series of topics and say, okay, I need you to create thumbnails for these topics and then I'll make the videos about them. So all in all, I need to start planning out my content ahead of time, not just the morning as I produce my content. If I'm really going to help and serve my customers, I'm also still going to do my daily content because it's kind of inherent in who I am. It's been well over 500 days now. So am I going to stop now? No, probably not. Not unless I get hit by a bus or something. I'm going to continue to show up every day. Probably even if I got hit by a bus, I'd be in the hospital doing my daily videos, right? So what is today's format? And I will share with you today, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, each a structure, a format, a title that script that you can fill in with your specific target audience and your specific, niche and market and what makes sense to you. I'm going to give you a formula for, the headline or the title for each of these 4 key videos, these key component videos. And I will admit, I test these. I don't just do this in one market. I use these to test keywords and to figure out, well, what are people responding to? So what is the one we're going to do today? It's, of course, the infamous how-to. How-to is the most searched thing on YouTube. YouTube is all about, how do I unstop a toilet? I've actually done that on YouTube. I needed to unstop a toilet. Nobody was around. It was a Sunday. I wasn't getting a plumber. How do I do this? What do I do? So I went, of course, on YouTube, like everybody else, when you want to know how to do something, and watched a video on it. And that's why our first core piece of content for this video challenge is going to be a how-to video. How to blank. What is your ideal customer or your target audience's biggest challenge, biggest problem? And then if you want extra credit, add without blank. something that they dread doing or don't want to do. How to create online videos for free, well, for free, without paying an arm and a leg or something like that. But that's just the formula, how to blank or how to blank without blank, and how to solve your ideal client or your target audience's biggest challenge or problem without some pain or something that they consider painful, without having to pick up the phone. I hate talking on the phone. So if somebody says without having to talk on the phone, that gets my attention immediately. But that's just me. So unless I'm your target audience, you want to fill in what's appropriate for your target audience. If you are having a hard time coming up with, now you probably know what your ideal client or customer's pain points are. If you don't, you can use this to test a couple. So for example, I work with women business owners. So and their biggest concern is customer related. Their second biggest concern is not knowing what to do next or what to do to move their business ahead. And their third has to do with money. So I already know that. So I can immediately start to create, and I might test all three of those to see what people are responding to right now. I did that research, a little while ago, probably last December. So that's 5 months old now. Do I think those three core things have changed? Absolutely not. I mean, they're not only the three main things that affect business women, but businesses as a whole. So that indicates to me that those are broader, big, gigantuan topics. Now you can use how-to get as specific or as broad as you want. It's up to you for this challenge. Just make a how-to blank video for your ideal client for today's assignment or challenge. How to get 100 new customers this month, or how to get 100 new leads, or whatever you want to call it, this month, because my ideal clients are always looking for more customers, new customers. And I've got, or the top 5 strategies, but let's not do top 5. We'll do that tomorrow. How to blank without blank. How to get more customers without spending hours on the phone or prospecting. How to whatever without whatever. So go out, make it a how-to video today. If you need some ideas, just go on YouTube, type in the search bar, how to, and you'll get a gazillion ideas. And if you do how to, and then use your keyword, you'll get even more specific ideas for your particular audience. Do this how-to video today. Tomorrow, there's going to be another formula for a video that you want to do, because these are going to form the key, I call them the key content, the key video content for your channel or for your platform. And will these change over time? Will you continue to create these? Yes. Once you figure out how easy it is to do how-to videos, you're doing them all the time. I think I do at least one how-to video a week for my audience. That's it. Go out, make it an awesome day. I will, of course, see you tomorrow. Bye.